Under the palace of the richest king in Greece, there's a maze. In the maze, there's a creature, and every few years, 14 teenagers are sent inside. None come back. The Minotaur is famous. What's less famous, the monster is the king's family secret, and the whole story is one long cover-up. Let's go. King Minos of Crete wants to prove the gods back his rule, so he asks Poseidon for a sign. Send a magnificent bull from the sea, and Minos will sacrifice it back in his honor. Poseidon delivers, a bull so beautiful it doesn't look real, and Minos, blinded by greed, keeps it. He sacrifices a regular bull instead, hoping the god of the sea, who is watching, won't notice. He notices. Poseidon's revenge is creative. Instead of hitting Minos directly, he curses the queen, Pasiphaé, to fall madly in love with the bull. We're keeping this video monetized, so let's just say, 9 months later, there's a baby, half human, half bull. The Minotaur is born into the royal family. He's not an invader, not a wild beast from the mountains. He's the queen's son, the king's shame, and everyone in the palace knows. Minos can't kill him. That would confirm everything. So he calls Daedalus, the greatest engineer alive, and orders a prison nobody can ever escape or navigate, the Labyrinth, a maze so complex that even Daedalus barely finds his own way out. And the Minotaur, a child in the myth's own timeline, is locked underground, forever, in the dark, alone. The Greeks don't dwell on this part. We can dwell for 5 seconds. Then the story turns political. Minos' human son is killed in Athens. Minos wins the war that follows, and his peace terms are nightmare fuel. Every few years, Athens must send 7 boys and 7 girls to Crete. Destination? The Labyrinth. The official version, feeding the monster. The functional version, Minos turned his family's shame into a weapon of terror against his enemies. 14 kids at a time. Third tribute cycle. A volunteer steps forward. Theseus, Prince of Athens, son of the king. His plan has one step. Go in, kill it, end this. His father begs him not to. He goes anyway, but promises one thing. If I survive, I'll switch my ship's black sails to white ones. You'll know from the shore. In Crete, the plot twist walks in wearing a crown. Ariadne, daughter of Minos, sees Theseus and falls instantly in love. The king's own daughter is about to betray the entire family operation. She goes to Daedalus, the one man who knows the maze, and gets the cheat code. Then hands Theseus a ball of thread. Tie one end at the entrance, unroll as you go. The most low-tech life hack in mythology. It's genius. Theseus descends. The thread unrolls behind him, corridor after corridor, deeper into the dark, following the sounds. In the center, he finds the Minotaur. The fight is brutal and close. No armor, no divine weapons, in most versions barely a sword. But Theseus wins. The Minotaur, born from a god's curse, imprisoned by his own family, fed his enemies' children, dies in the dark he was raised in. Then the thread saves everyone. Theseus follows it back, collects the 13 other tributes, grabs Ariadne, and sails out of Crete before Minos wakes up. Perfect victory, right? Not exactly. First stop on the way home, the island of Naxos. Theseus leaves, without Ariadne, the princess who betrayed her family and made the whole victory possible, abandoned on a beach. Versions disagree on why. None of them make him look great. She's later found by the god Dionysus, who marries her. She genuinely upgraded. Then, the detail that turns this myth into a tragedy. Theseus forgets to change the sails. The ship approaches Athens still flying black. His father, King Aegeus, watching from the cliffs, sees black sails and understands, my son is dead. He throws himself into the sea. That sea is called the Aegean to this day. Theseus sails into the harbor a hero and inherits a throne, his own forgetfulness just emptied. Oh, and Daedalus, Minos figures out who leaked the maze's secret and locks him in a tower with his son Icarus. They escape with homemade wings of feathers and wax. If you know how that ends, that story deserves its own video. And that's the Minotaur, a story sold as hero kills monster. That's actually about a king's greed, a god's cruelty, a buried family secret, and the kids who paid for all of it. The real labyrinth was never the building. It was the lies around it. Notice the pattern with Medusa from last time? The Greek monsters keep turning out to be victims of the gods. That's not an accident. That's the Greeks quietly telling on their own gods. Subscribe, because next time, the strongest man in mythology gets sentenced to 12 impossible tasks and speedruns all of them. Hercules is up. See you there.